Now to a truly hands-on development in the high-tech field. 6.5 million people in the U.S. have impaired hand function, leaving them unable to grasp things like cell phones, forks, and other items that most of us take for granted. Now there's a growing area of robotics looking to help bring this group more independence. And as Cristina Quinn shows us, these are not your typical robots.
When you hear wearable robotics, you may think of this. But at the Wyss Institute at Harvard University, engineers aren't using metal gears or brackets. They're developing a soft robotic glove, so those with loss of hand motor control can do tasks most of us take for granted.
So you may be familiar with, Iron Man or other exoskeletons in Hollywood, and they're like really, really interesting because they give people, superhuman strength. But the practical challenges of assisting people with those components can be hard, because it's hard to use rigid systems to align with the biological joints.
So Walsh and his team of engineers instead are using silicone, Kevlar, and spandex, flexible materials that can line up easily with the joints in our hands. And by using electrodes that are mounted on the arm, the glove can detect when someone wants to make a certain move.
So that when a person tries to grasp an object, the glove can detect that intent and allow the person to then not have to concentrate too hard to use it.
Which is a big deal if you're suffering from a neurological disorder such as ALS or muscular dystrophy, which weakens the muscles over time. Like this woman here. In this informational video, you can see that she struggles picking up blocks on her own. But with the glove on, she's able to pick them up and drop them. This glove seems magical. Back in the lab, engineer Kevin Galloway shows me how the prototype works.
The whole design is an open palm design. We found that with some participants, their hands are kind of in a contracted state, so it makes it easier to insert the fingers into the sleeves with this open palm design.
The Wyss team worked closely with people with muscular dystrophy from the early stages of the glove's development.
Most of these people will have some sort of loved one or personal care assistant that will help them put this on in the morning. And it's something that they can wear for 4 to 5, 6 hours during the day while they're alone and give them essentially more freedom than they have now. You can see that all the actuators are being activated and it's causing my hand to close.
Right. It made your hand close.
Made my hand close. Mm-hmm. So these essentially act like muscles on top of your hand. So as they're being pressurized, they're pushing your fingers to close.
What's under the spandex are silicone actuators that are powered by hydraulics. This combination is what makes the glove so light and flexible and easily customized to fit any individual's hand.
It's a special fiber reinforced actuator that we design, and they're designed to match the range of motion of fingers. So when I pump this up, you'll see that some sections bend and some sections extend.
Interesting. So they're mimicking knuckles, right?
Exactly. And the sections that extend kind of mimic the stretch that the back of your knuckles, the skin on the back of your knuckles experience.
The low cost of these materials positions the glove well for mass production potential. For now, though, these engineers are focusing on the task at hand. Cristina Quinn, WGBH News.
The Wyss Institute is hoping the soft robotic glove is ready for the market in about 2 or 3 years. But in the meantime, they're looking for recruits for their next round of studies. You can find more information on all of this on our website.